Greetings to all my brothers and sisters all around the world who are followers of William Branham, and to those in the Texas Assembly in Trinidad and Tobago and in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I want to reach out to you another time to bring a message of grace, a message of love to you by teaching you that the Bible addresses the human mind and must be interpreted psychologically, that the Bible is not literal, neither is the Bible secular history. For the Bible is written symbolically, and it has no reference to anyone that existed thousands of years ago or to any actual event that took place upon earth thousands of years ago. From Genesis 1 to Revelation 22, it's all a great psychological drama. Therefore, I want to teach you how to prosper and be in good health as your soul would prosper. Now, my brothers and my sisters, you believe that there is one God. I also believe that. You believe that there's only one creator. I believe also that. I believe that the only creative power there is imagining. Therefore, God is our imagination, the creator in everyone. And that is where you might disagree with me. But I want to just show you something. Okay? I just want to share two of my books that I would have written since I would have left the Third Exodus Assembly. Now, when I was in the Third Exodus Assembly, the pastor always used to preach and says that a man would always gravitate towards that which he secretly loves. Okay? And whenever someone stop going to church and they go back to something that they used to love before, he would go on the pulpit and prove that look what he have done, and show you that this person was gravitating towards this thing of the world or whatever they would refer to, and show you it. No. Also, what he was gravitating to secretly, it is right in the open now. He has always wanted prosperity, and he did create prosperity, and he created it unconsciously. Now, all I am doing is teaching you how to create your reality consciously. So everyone in this world is actually creating. We are deliberate creators. As a matter of fact, let me put it another way. We are to be deliberate creators. But when you believe that God is an entity in the sky or an entity outside of you, you would not be able to create consciously, because you would believe also that the devil is an outside entity, when the devil just means your negative thoughts or your negative thinking or your self-doubt. Therefore, my brother and my sisters, when you come to really realize that it is your own thoughts, it is your own thoughts that is creating your reality, it is your own thoughts that is creating your personality, then you would realize that education, as an academic education, is not the key to prosperity. That imagination is the key. And that is why you have to discover all of your mental faculties, like your will, your perception, your intuition, your imagination, your reasoning, your memory. These are things that you got to hold to, because you're born with these mental faculties into this world, so that you'll be able to create your reality consciously and realize that the creator is in you. Now, you might ask me the question, where is the sun and the moon and the stars, and who create them? Okay? Now, the sun, the moon, the stars, everything you see on the outside is within you. But you are beholding an outer projection in a magnifying way of that which is within you. Like, for example, I normally like to talk about the flash drive. You look at the flash drive, you won't see anything. But when you plug the flash drive into the computer, it's going to reveal everything. Now, in Ecclesiastes 3 and 11, it tells you that the world, everything you see, is in the mind of man. It's downloaded in you. It's downloaded in you in an invisible way because the real you is invisible. Your spirit having a human experience. Now, I was able to create this book. Since I leave the Total Exodus Assembly, create this book and create about how much more? Let me see. I have 9 books already. So 7 other books plus this book, these 2, that make it 9. And I have other books that are going to be up by the middle of this year. I guarantee by the middle of this year, I might have about, say, 2 to 3 more books. Okay? One of them is going to be, well, I'm not going to go into that one right now. Okay? But I'm showing you what I would have gravitated to. Because my pastor, my ex-pastor would tell you that when a man leave the message, they'll go back to what they did secretly love. And yes, I always love to be physically strong. I always like to lift weights and so on and exercise and keep my body fit. And even when I was going to the Total Exodus Assembly, when Brother Ken used to challenge me and tell me, how the pastor preaches so much a deep message. And I build muscle and want to be strong, man. And then Brother Jennings, who used to go to the gym, they used to criticize Jennings for going to the gym and building the body and putting on a t-shirt that look a little tight on the body. Yet Jennings was one of the man who was giving big tithes and offering in Total Exodus Assembly, and they used to criticize him and mercifully. So, as I was saying, Brother Ken used to criticize me for building my body and taking care of myself. But could you imagine a person who have a weak immune system in this time of corona, and they do not know their inside power, and they don't understand mindful thinking and mindful breathing, and they have a religious mentality that's built on fear? Could you imagine that? How are they going to make it? So my brother and my sisters, these are what I have created since I leave the Total Exodus Assembly. Therefore, I'm sharing the knowledge with you to help you, not to criticize you, not to cast any judgment at you, but to help you. Let me give an example, okay, of this book I'm holding in my hand here, okay? I just came back from doing a vlog in the town, whereby I'm going to share it with the world of the biggest business in my country, okay? And it started with one business that was known as Goddard and Son. And the younger generation would not know that. I remember the little boy growing up, we used to go to the Goddard and Son in Kingston. And it expanded and become the biggest business in Kingston, but it have a change of name. It's no longer Goddard. Okay? And that is the biggest homework for people who live in St. Vincent who think I'm crazy to do. And they don't realize why I wrote this book, The Black Mystic from Ethiopia. Neville Goddard Mentor. And when many of them find out about the Goddards who started in Barbados and realize the biggest business in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, where it really come from and what was taught concerning the Bible, some gonna wake up and some not gonna wake up. You understand what I'm saying? So my brother and my sister, I'm encouraging you to go and do some research for yourself. Research and see who's Neville Goddard, what he taught. Check the Bible for your own self. Be of an open mind. Especially if you're a melanated person, if you're a black person. Come on. It's time for us to wake up. The Jesus that you believe in doesn't look like you. It's not your image, it's not your likeness. Every character in the Bible, they don't have no surname. It's a story. It's an allegory. That's Galatians 4:24. My brother, my sisters, come on, think. Could you believe that two penguins gonna travel all the way from Antarctica to the Middle East to be in a literal ark? To be there with a 500-year-old man named Noah? My brother and my sisters, wake up. You might disagree with me because I am going against everything that you were taught from a child. We all were taught these things from a child. We all went to school I was a part of our schooling where they have us singing, clapping hands and singing all of these Jesus songs, and we did believe. And many people saw me walk with a Bible in my hand and wearing a shirt and a tie. And when I tell them that I was never ever a Christian, they don't believe me. Because I went into Christianity consciously as a seeker. I beat my chest with tears in my eyes, crying, and I asked myself, who am I? And who is God? And I had one ambition in life, was to know exactly who am I and who is God. And so I started out my journey in Christianity. That's why I moved from different denomination to other denominations seeking. I was a seeker. So I never become settled and saying, okay, when I find the message of William Branham, this is the truth, William Branham is the last prophet, and I can't go no further than William Branham. I used to always say, if anyone could take me further than where William Branham took me, I'm going to go. And there wasn't anyone that came to me and speak to me to carry me further. It is that I realized while I was following the message of William Branham, I was just going around in circles, and I called a meeting home at me with the pastor and told the pastor how I felt that I wasn't growing, and it feel like I just wasting time, and he just be repeating himself over and over when he preaching, and then he just get in the flesh, and he just bore the hell out of me, and they're not using any wisdom, and I feel like I just wasting time going around in circles, and I feel it's time for me to move on. And I said to him, when you go back and my brother and my sisters ask why I'm not coming and so on, just tell them what I'm telling you, you never do that. So everybody came up with their own idea why I leave, and everybody had their own, little bit of criticism towards me. He didn't tell them the truth. It was he and Brother Baines came by me, who was the deacon, I think. I trustee, one of the two. Okay, they came by me, but I wanted it was him and Lavine, but he didn't walk with Lavine, you see, which was his minister. And he never did that, okay? And I told him the truth. And I said to him, if I can use the scripture to correct you, you can't use the scripture to correct me either. Because you just tired out the sheep. You understand what I'm saying? And naturally speaking, a person attention span could only last an hour. You preaching 3 hours, vendors do the same thing. You see? And people catch other people's energy. Because we are one. It's only one universal consciousness. So, you see, he daddy, I father, which is referred to Vin. You understand? Spending all 3 hours saying he preaching message. No wonder why the people don't retain nothing. And then they just feed on William Branham over and over and over and over and over, programming the subconscious mind. That's why it's so hard to get message believers to believe anything outside of what they refer to as the message, because they've been programmed for so long. And many of them grew up in the message and been programmed for so long. You see? But you have to do your research. I'm not against followers of the message of William Branham. Who want to follow William Branham could follow William Branham. But I am here to bring value to humanity, and I help people. Whether you accept me, whether you reject me, I'm helping you. And I'm giving you clues until you go and do research yourself. We are living in a digital age where you can research things for yourself. It's up to you. It's your choice. You can be open-minded, you could be closed-minded. So my brother and my sister, what I'm sharing with you is out of love. You understand? And you all listen to William Branham for so many years saying that journey in love is corrective. But William Branham wanted us to correct Martin Luther King, but he didn't want to correct the Masons and correct the Ku Klux Klan and these kind of people. And he was always grateful for them and the things that they were, even, he say, doesn't matter what they do, he will always be grateful to them. Because they help him in a surgery. But they help him with more than just a surgery. They taught him esoteric. The esoteric understanding of the Bible also. Okay? But I don't want to go into all of that. My whole main aim is to bring value to humanity and to help people. And teach them how they could create their reality consciously. That's why I wrote this book, Meditate to Eradicate Poverty. Black Mystic from Ethiopia Never Got a Mentor. How to turn water into wine. How to open the floodgates of abundance. The truth about marriage, and I can go on and on. And also I have a bodybuilding book too, Mind of a True Champion, because all them years I was in Total Access Assembly, I always know that I have goals and dreams I have to fulfill. I know I do not believe in being stagnated and going around. You understand? Being on Hurricane Mountain. So I vibrate out of all of that, and I've went beyond the camp and organized religion you know what I mean, and denomination, which they are a denomination, they are organization. That's why in this time of Corona, the government could shut them down and tell them, look, only 25 people could go to church, or only 10 people could go to church and all of that. But they can't stop my human imagination. They can't stop me from creating consciously. They can't stop me from going to bed, you understand, and thinking mindfully. They can't stop me from breathing mindfully. That's why this morning I did a live teaching people how to breathe mindfully to create their reality consciously. And I'm going to continue to go live and continue to reach out to people, reach out to humanity. So this is basically my contribution to you, and you can accept and you can reject. It is your choice. So with that being said, I want to say peace. Love you all, my brother and my sisters, wherever you are, especially those of you in Africa. It's time to wake up and learn to create your reality consciously and live a life of good health and prosperity. It is your birthright. It's your natural state of being. Peace.